Tonight, we drift into the timeless realm of ancient Egypt, exploring the gentle tale of Hathor, the nurturer of the Nile. This calming journey invites you to immerse in the soothing influence of Hathor, the goddess of love, music, and motherhood. Her presence softly ripples through the pantheon, bringing warmth and harmony, much like the sun's rays in the warmth of Ra. As you settle in and rest, consider subscribing if you find solace in these ancient stories. It's time to relax and let your mind gently wander into the whispers of history. And now, let the tale unfold. In the beginning, when the cosmos breathed life into the universe, Hathor emerged as a beacon of love, music, and motherhood. She was the essence of nurturing itself, standing gracefully amidst the heavenly hosts within the divine halls that overlooked the fertile expanse of the Nile. Her presence brought a serene calmness, a promise of the harmony she would weave into the very fabric of existence, spreading throughout both the earthly and divine realms. As dawn broke, the sun gently rose over the horizon, casting its golden rays upon the divine halls. Here Ra, the wise and venerable sun god, radiated an aura of wisdom and warmth. Recognizing the potential within Hathor to nurture not just the gods, but also the people on earth, Ra bequeathed her with sacred duties. His voice, both commanding and tender, reverberated through the halls as he outlined her role in weaving love and joy into every corner of the cosmos. Hathor, in her first interaction with Ra, listened intently, her heart swelling with the weight and honor of her calling. In this moment, Hathor made a solemn vow, promising to spread love and harmony across the realms. Her vow echoed softly through the corridors of time, resonating with a resolve that would guide her actions as a goddess. This promise was as tangible as the light bathing the halls, a declaration of her commitment to all beings under the sun's watchful gaze. The celestial cow, a symbol of fertility and maternal care, was frequently associated with Hathor. This emblem not only represented the abundance of life she embodied, but also the harmonious interdependence of all living things. The divine halls shimmered with this imagery, illustrating Hathor's boundless capacity for care and tenderness as she moved amongst the gods. Tasked with maintaining harmony, Hathor often found herself soothing quarrels and easing tensions among the lesser gods. Like capricious rivers, these deities occasionally veered into discord, only to be steered back to peace by Hathor's gentle touch. Her mere presence had the power to dissolve tensions and restore tranquility to the celestial community, symbolizing her nurturing role. Music was a gift Hathor shared freely, flowing from her being like a river coursing through the halls of the divine. These sublime melodies were more than just beautiful sounds. They were potent forces, fostering unity and joy among the gods. Gathered in reverence, they found solace in the rapture of Hathor's music, their divine forms swaying gently to its celestial rhythm. Her influence wasn't limited to the divine realm. On earth, Hathor observed the struggles and joys of humanity. She was drawn to a village by the Nile, embroiled in a dispute that threatened to unravel its harmony. What seemed trivial at first bore consequences that tugged at the thread of communal peace. With a nurturing spirit, Hathor intervened gently, speaking wisdom and encouragement that quelled the conflict and reinstated harmony. Her presence alone was enough to mend the rift and restore the village's tranquility. Gliding back to the divine halls, her laughter cascaded like gentle rain over the Nile Valley, infusing it with renewed joy. The very land appeared to respond, flourishing beneath her benevolent influence. Hathor's presence invigorated the earth, breathing new life into its every corner. In the warmth of Ra, amidst the celestial cow's nurturing presence, Hathor stood as a testament to love and harmony. Her serene smile mirrored the gentle flow of the Nile, promising sustenance and hope to all beings under the sun. With each step, her journey as the nurturer of worlds unfurled, her spirit reaching beyond the heavens to touch every soul. As the sun began its decline, casting warm hues across the divine halls, Hathor was just beginning. Her harmonizing influence would soon extend into the bustling world of mortals, where her care and music would transform the lives of those dwelling along the sacred river's edge, preparing the way for her earthly interactions and enduring impact. After fulfilling her duties alongside Ra in the celestial realm, Hathor descended gracefully to the earthly domain, where her presence was eagerly awaited by the denizens of Egypt. Bathed in the warm golden light of the sun, she arrived at the vibrant Nile Valley, a land teeming with life. Her arrival was met with joyous exclamations from those who lined the riverbanks, longing for a glimpse of the goddess who epitomized love and nurturing. As she walked among them, Hathor radiated warmth and peace, her whispers of blessings flowing like the Nile's waters, nurturing the very soul of the land and its inhabitants. The villagers received Hathor with open arms and unreserved devotion. Families gathered in clusters as children peeked curiously from behind their mothers, while elders nodded respectfully, recognizing the benevolent force she embodied. To each family, Hathor bestowed prosperity and harmony. Her gentle touch on the heads of children imparted vitality and an unmistakable spark of joy. It was said that a mere touch from Hathor banished ailments and ushered in good health, filling homes with hope and happiness. In honor of Hathor and her divine virtues, the villagers held festivals filled with music and dance. The air was alive with the melodious notes emanating from instruments like the sistrum, intimately connected to Hathor herself. The sound of the sistrum was believed to carry the goddess's vibrant spirit, intertwining with the heartbeats of all present, lifting the joy of the festival to ethereal heights. As the villagers danced, their movements mirrored the goddess's grace, each step a testament to their adoration. During her earthly sojourn, Hathor sought out opportunities to heal the sick and support the lush fields stretching alongside the Nile. Her hands would gently soothe the fevered brow of an ailing child, and her nurturing presence would coax green shoots from the parched earth, signifying renewal. This miraculous transformation served as a comforting reminder of Hathor's boundless love, affirming her vital relationship with the cycle of life. Throughout her journey, the image of the cow, a sacred symbol of Hathor's essence, recurred as she nourished the land and its people. As a celestial cow, she provided sustenance from the divine, further establishing her role as both provider and guardian. This duality of strength and tenderness endeared her to mortals, marking her as a cherished deity among them. Amid personal hardships that families faced, Hathor's presence was especially meaningful. When discord threatened familial unity, Hathor was there to soothe troubled hearts. Her voice, soft and reassuring like the river's gentle murmur, imbued calm and understanding. Families once divided found solace in her guidance, restoring harmony and rekindling bonds of love. As Hathor prepared to ascend back to her heavenly abode, she took a moment to reflect on her impact. Her visits left lasting impressions, her love as steadfast as the river itself. The legacy she cultivated in the Nile Valley would echo through future generations, a persistent reminder urging souls she touched to seek joy and harmony. As her figure faded into the horizon, a serene promise lingered, assurance of her return to breathe life and serenity into the world once again. With her nurturing mission on Earth completed, Hathor turned her attention to celestial matters, where her dual nature awaited further exploration. Her harmonizing influence among mortals was but one facet of her divine complexity, hinting at the deeper understanding that lay ahead as she returned to realms where her nurturing yet fierce persona, personified by Sekhmet, would come to light. As twilight descended upon the divine assembly area, an air of reverent anticipation enveloped the gathering of gods. They had come together to address the profound dual nature inherent in Hathor, whose essence simultaneously embodied nurturing love and fierce protection. Ra, bearing his venerable presence, was sought for his wisdom in understanding the delicate equilibrium required within the pantheon. Among the serene countenance of Hathor lay the potential for transformation into Sekhmet, the embodiment of divine wrath. The gods recognized this duality as necessary. Hathor's nurturing spirit could transform when required to address calamities that demanded a fiercer touch. The discussion highlighted the balance essential to maintain harmony within the realms of both the gods and mortals. A disagreement among the gods underscored the urgent need for Hathor's transformative power. The assembly found themselves ensnared in a conflict, each faction convinced their perspective served the greater good. As tempers rose, the assembly became a catalyst for Hathor's transformation. It was during such moments of discord that the fierce aspect of Sekhmet was summoned, unleashing a formidable power that aimed to restore balance and order. The transformation was awe-inspiring, as Hathor exchanged her gentle visage for Sekhmet's fierce form beneath the ominous skies. The gods watched with cautious reverence as chaos unfolded, acknowledging the necessity of Sekhmet's cosmic force of justice, a manifestation of divine wrath employed to bring cosmic balance. With nightfall, Sekhmet's commanding presence was felt, reminding onlookers of the importance of harnessing her formidable capability. On Earth, Sekhmet's rampage stirred the very ground, and humanity experienced the weight of divine judgment. Lest they forget, the solemnity of her wrath was rooted not in malice, but an unwavering drive to correct imbalances. Both gods and mortals comprehended that Sekhmet's actions were directives to restore harmony amid disorder, serving as enduring reminders when the natural order was threatened. Ra, observing with sagely insight, towered above the events as the sun god and father figure. His awareness of the necessity behind Sekhmet's actions did not cloud his judgment on the risks posed by unchecked fury. Recognizing the potential for ruin, he knew intervention was paramount to tempering Sekhmet's strength without stifling the divine justice she pursued. To pacify Sekhmet, Ra formulated a cunning plan. He directed the creation of an extraordinary potion, a red beer. The brew, reminiscent of the blood Sekhmet sought, was crafted in copious quantities. Ra distributed the liquid across the land with careful precision, filling streams and pools with its captivating hue. As Sekhmet continued her relentless course, she encountered the evocative drink, interpreting it incorrectly as a manifestation of the blood she desired. Consuming the potion, her divine fury slowly receded, and Sekhmet's once blazing spirit mellowed under the gentle influence. The transformation back into Hathor unfolded with palpable relief. As Sekhmet surrendered to the soothing effects of Ra's creation, the darkened skies gave way to daybreak as tranquility returned to the land. The gods befittingly observed as Hathor regained her nurturing presence, re-establishing the balance essential for peace. This transformative journey underscored the importance of duality within the divine realm, ensuring harmony in both earthly and celestial spheres. With her fierce aspect pacified, Hathor resumed her role as a nurturer among the gods, reaffirming her mission to promote love and harmony. The cycle of transformation reaffirmed the necessity of maintaining balance, celebrated by gods and mortals alike. As dawn brought forth a new day, tranquility settled over the assembly, united by Hathor's loving heart and Sekhmet's relentless justice. The seamless transition to Osiris's involvement with Hathor and his realm of the afterlife emerged naturally. Hathor's nurturing role naturally extended to guide souls, ensuring peaceful coexistence across various existences. Hathor, ever the nurturer, gravitated towards the realm of Osiris, the venerable god who presided over the afterlife. This transition from earthly duties to celestial realms seemed only natural, reflecting her role deeply connected to the cycle of life and death. As she approached the mist-wrapped riverbanks, Osiris greeted her, his presence solemn yet inviting. To tread upon these sacred paths was to delve into the mysteries that seamlessly wove the mortal to the eternal secrets Osiris guarded with sagacious wisdom. The legendary union of Isis and Osiris served as a tale of enduring love and renewal, themes resonating profoundly with Hathor's own aspirations. Their relationship had fostered a cosmic sense of rejuvenation, introducing a harmony she sought to embody. As Hathor absorbed the stories of their devotion, she reflected on her mission, nurturing love and amity among both the divine and the mortal. It was in their companionship that she found a reflection of the ties binding her celestial obligations and earthly compassion. Amidst the shadows and hopeful transitions of this realm, Osiris imparted his wisdom. Life and death, he explained, were two sides of the same coin, inseparable forces that required balance to sustain universal harmony. Hathor, in his presence, imbibed this understanding, an extension of her nurturing tenets, the assurance that love must seamlessly transform beyond the sphere of life into the afterlife. From Osiris, she learned that providing solace to mourners held as much importance as welcoming life, both crucial in maintaining life's unending cycle. In the gentle embrace of twilight, Hathor was witness to a poignant scene that imprinted upon her heart, a soul's serene journey from one existence to the next. In her gentle way, she guided the soul across the transcendental river, a voyage to eternity. Her gentle melodies, unique to this sacred dominion, soothed the departing spirit. The lotus blooms lining the river murmured promises of rebirth, a serene narrative painting the backdrop of this transition. Her alliance with Osiris extended beyond mere alliance. It was a collaborative bond that safeguarded the passage of souls. Hathor played a vital role in dissipating trepidation, ensuring that the departed traveled without strife. The warmth and acceptance she infused into Osiris's domain guaranteed an enduring peace, the essence of harmony intricately woven into the fabric of the afterlife. Within this hallowed ground, where sacred rites commemorated the end of earthly sojourns, Hathor commanded respect. Her presence during these rituals celebrated not just the cessation of mortal life, but acknowledgments of spirit's continuance in splendid realms where music and joy thrived. Each note from her soul engendered tranquility and acceptance, hailing from her celestial touch. Osiris, ever grateful, frequently acknowledged Hathor's contributions. Her influence extended beyond nurturing presence, embodying compassion and love that bolstered his pursuit of maintaining balance and justice within his realm. Osiris acknowledged her gifts, recognizing her presence as indispensable as the life-giving waters of the Nile. Even amidst the solemn responsibility of the afterlife, Hathor ensured an ambiance unmarred by melancholy. Her melodies infused the halls where souls congregated, a constant reminiscence of life's endless celebrations. Her music, entwined with memories, soothed the weary and uplifted spirits, blending life's joyful echoes with the calm of eternity. In these moments, Hathor's essence truly flourished, turning the afterlife from an end to a chapter of serene beginnings. Through these experiences in Osiris's dominion, Hathor's comprehension of her cosmic role expanded. Her influence surpassed mortal confines, extending into realms of eternal orbits. As she traversed these divine territories, her admiration for life in all manifestations blossomed immensely stronger. As Hathor's sojourn with Osiris approached a meditative conclusion, there was a gentle summons towards further frontiers and kinships. Her heart swelled, filled with the wisdom and affections exchanged. Awaited were newer sojourns, pathways where her nurturing ethos could flourish both within celestial expanses and upon the earth. The universe, cloaked in its unfathomable enigma, held promises far beyond, guiding her endless mission of love and harmony. In the vast expanse of the celestial realms, where the divine and eternal embraced, Hathor stood surrounded by the shimmering constellations. The sky, majestic and ageless, echoed her beauty, a mirror of her nurturing spirit that held the cosmos in a gentle embrace. Her presence inspired celestial bodies to move in harmonious rhythm, bringing order and grace to the universe. Among those who marveled at Hathor's celestial grace was Thoth, the wise deity of knowledge and wisdom. They formed a formidable partnership, with Thoth deciphering the complex mysteries of the cosmos, while Hathor ensured that the symphony remained in perfect harmony. Their collaboration exemplified the balance of wisdom and love, acting as guiding forces behind the cosmic order. In their shared moments, Thoth would often reflect on how Hathor's nurturing energy complemented his pursuit of knowledge, fostering a universe alive with balance and understanding. Hathor's connection with the lunar cycles was profound and multifaceted. It was believed that her calm presence influenced the tides, causing the gentle rise and fall of waters, much like the ebb and flow of her nurturing heart. This bond with the moon was mirrored in her tender care for the earth's rhythms, weaving a tapestry of balance where night met day and stars conversed with the sea, a true illustration of her role as the bridge between realms. One celestial event often celebrated was when a rare confluence of moon and stars would cast new light upon the earth, believed to be a manifestation of Hathor's influence, reassuring the people. Below, in the endless heavens, Hathor shared a profound bond with Nut, the goddess of the sky. Together, they enveloped the world under a canopy of stars, showering the earth with a protective gaze. Nut, with her star-speckled body, and Hathor, with her nurturing warmth, symbolized the eternal embrace of heaven and earth. Once, as a sign of their unity, a radiant meteor shower graced the skies, an emblem of their celestial protection and harmony. Hathor also extended her motherly guidance to Horus, the falcon-headed god. In him, she saw the promise of a new dawn and a resilient spirit destined to guide and protect. Nurturing him with songs of wisdom and love, Hathor imbued the young god with the strength to face trials that lay ahead. Their shared bond epitomized the timeless connection between divine love and protection, as Hathor's influence encouraged Horus to rise against challenges with courage and wisdom. Stories of their relationship became akin to stars themselves, shining examples of guidance cherished by both mortals and gods. A celestial celebration was often orchestrated by Hathor's gentle fingers against the strings of her cosmic harp. As her music resonated through the heavens, each note prompted stars to twinkle and constellations to dance, casting their light upon the earth. It was a festival of unity, where the celestial choir sang homage to Hathor, nurturer of both gods and stars. This celestial festival not only cemented bonds among deities, but also echoed within the hearts of earthly devotees who felt connected to the heavens through her melody. The mortals below frequently gazed at the heavens, seeking guidance from Hathor's presence in the constellations. Her form could be discerned in the twinkling lights of the cosmos, a celestial mother watching over her children. During star-illuminated nights, her stories were told, tales of love and harmony reaching into the hearts of those who listened and sought her gentle wisdom. Thus, Hathor's love knew no bounds. It stretched across the celestial vault, weaving the universe itself into a tapestry of warmth and understanding. This divine harmony, crafted by her nurturing spirit, ensured that the cosmos remained intertwined, standing as a testament to her eternal influence. Her legacy of love and unity would forever resound among the stars, a beacon guiding all toward harmony. As the celestial celebration gracefully turned into silence, the stars continued twinkling in tribute to Hathor's enduring love. With the cosmic dance still shimmering in motion, Hathor looked ahead, her spirit intertwined with both the heavens and the earth. New journeys awaited on horizons where Hathor's nurturing spirit could blossom, guiding her through trials and blessings in both realms, a gentle transition as her role expanded to address the changes unfolding on Earth. Hathor, the goddess radiant with love and nurturing spirit, turned her gaze from the celestial realms to the lands of Egypt, where the sands of time were ever shifting. The Egyptian society was in a state of flux. Philosophies and ideas were rapidly evolving as the influence of distant civilizations reached their borders. People, once anchored by long-held traditions, now found themselves navigating unfamiliar waters. Despite these changes, Hathor, steadfast and serene, remained a pillar of comfort and understanding, vital for those who sought guidance amidst tumult. As Hathor observed the world below, she saw how beliefs were expanding to encompass these new influences, yet she was mindful of the risk that core values might erode in the process. She journeyed across the lands, her presence a gentle reminder of continuity and the enduring embrace of the divine. The festivals held in her honor, once vibrant and resonant with communal joy, had begun to grow quieter, a testament to the shifting priorities and the march of time. Called to the royal palace, Hathor met with the pharaoh amidst the grandeur of his throne room, a space filled with the wisdom of ancient texts and the power symbols of his reign. The young pharaoh stood, troubled by the challenges of maintaining harmony while guiding his people through change. Hathor, with a voice as gentle as the Nile's breeze, counseled him not in resisting change, but in weaving it with the old, creating a tapestry that intertwined the cherished past with the promising future. Her words found resonance not just in the halls of power, but in the temples across the land, where priests and priestesses took heed. They drew strength from her divine propriety, reinvigorating their rituals while welcoming new practices that complemented the old. Hathor, a beacon of balance, ensured that ancient customs lived on, adapting with grace, their sacred nature preserved amidst the evolving desires of humanity. The impact of Hathor's influence reached the fertile valleys along the Nile, where communities gathered to perform rites that celebrated the divine cycle of life. Her music, the sweet and comforting notes of the sistrum, became a constant, threading through villages and hearts alike. Her melodies brought not only solace but inspiration, rekindling joy and a sense of unity amidst the uncertainties that danced around them. In this role, Hathor was more than a preserver of traditions. She became an architect of renewal. She guided her followers in melding new cultural influences with time-honored practices, ensuring that their rituals remained vibrant, a living testament to their origins and their aspirations. Her wisdom helped rituals evolve, each transformation an ode to both the past they respected and the unknown they embraced. During the harvest season, when omens of scarcity cast shadows over the fields, Hathor's music reached out like the dawn, lifting spirits and fortifying resolve. Her ethereal tunes inspired communities to come together, infusing the labor of the fields with hope and fostering a bountiful harvest. Her harmonious presence symbolized a spirit that no shadow could extinguish, turning fears into fruitful perseverance. Hathor's presence was a constant breath of life, as she wove her melodies into the very fabric of society. Her influence lingered in the smiles of children dancing to old rhythms, at festive rites, and in the quiet determination of those at work in the fields. Her spirit, as soothing as the sun's embrace, continued to nurture Egypt unperturbed by the passing epochs. In moments of reflection, Hathor considered her vows to humanity, renewing them with quiet determination. Her commitment extended beyond a mere guardian. She became an adaptive force within their evolving world. This renewal, though unspectacular in grandeur, was profound in its symbolism, a gentle promise that touched every beating heart under the expanse of the heavens she watched over. Hathor's attention turned once more to the sky, her work within the earthly realm secured in the hearts and traditions of the people. She prepared to embrace celestial challenges, her guidance unfaltering, ready to calm divine storms with her soothing presence. Her timeless melody, a bond between worlds, continued to guide both Earth and cosmos alike towards harmony and peace. In the vast expanse of the divine assembly, an unsettling discord had taken hold. The gods, each an embodiment of cosmic principles, found themselves at a standstill over a celestial disagreement that threatened to tip the scales of the universe they so conscientiously govern. This contention was deep-rooted, touching the very essence of their divine roles, and the cosmic balance hung precariously in the balance. It was amid this charged atmosphere that Hathor emerged, a beacon of hope and tranquility. At the heart of this disagreement were questions of cosmic duties and influence, with principal deities divided in their visions for maintaining harmony between their celestial and earthly domains. Ra, the venerable sun god, advocated for steadfast adherence to the old order of celestial governance, whereas others, like Thoth, suggested a more adaptive approach reflective of earthly changes. This discord generated a tension akin to quiet storms forming over a still horizon, an unease felt by gods and mortals alike. Hathor, renowned for her grace and nurturing presence, stood at the crux of this divine impasse. Her serene demeanor and calming influence were necessary to bridge the divide. As the assembly convened at the divine forum, a place perpetually bathed in ethereal clarity, Hathor's presence was a reminder of the shared purpose that bound them. Despite initial bouts of strife among the deities, her arrival infused the space with quiet strength and potential reconciliation. With the gentle guidance of a seasoned diplomat, Hathor began her work, inviting each goddess and god to voice their concerns. Her role was not merely to arbitrate but to create an environment where hearts could be opened. With a quiet resolve, she acknowledged each viewpoint, giving weight to the complex tapestry of divine influence. Her presence alone was soothing, akin to the gentle ebb and flow of the Nile's waters. The pivotal moment came with the sistrum, a symbol of her essence and influence. As she played, its melodic, chiming notes created an atmosphere suffused with tranquility, dissolving the tensions that had run like fault lines through the assembly. Hathor's music wove a narrative of shared destiny and collective purpose, easing their celestial burdens. It was a soundscape that summoned the deep wisdom within each god, reminding them of the greater harmony they were destined to uphold. The gods, stirred by the harmonizing notes of the sistrum, found commonality in Hathor's vision. Ra, with the wisdom of ages, conceded to Thoth's call for adapting to temporal shifts, an acknowledgement that divine balance required both tradition and evolution. Hathor's deft touch had unveiled the threads of consensus, weaving them into a tapestry of renewed understanding among the gods. Her music had gently yet unyieldingly coaxed them towards compromise and unity. As the assembly concluded, with the gods leaving in a restored state of harmony, a profound sense of unity enveloped the gathering. Hathor had succeeded in her mission, vanquishing the discord that threatened divine balance. The deities each expressed gratitude towards her, understanding the profound impact of her gentle leadership and her enduring role as nurturer and unifier of the divine. With the assembly concluded, Hathor lingered, reflecting on the significance of the harmony restored. The celestial disagreement, now resolved, highlighted the perennial need for such moments of unity to preserve cosmic order. Her mind turned inward, contemplating the peaceful future she endeavored to safeguard, recognizing the delicate balance between nurturing love and maintaining divine justice. As she set aside the sistrum and departed the assembly, Hathor was filled with a sense of fulfilled purpose. Her internal reflections would span realms, leading her towards personal growth and spiritual insight. Hathor had turned discord into harmony, and she would soon embark on introspections, understanding her deeper role within the vast symphony of creation. With tranquility and gentle purpose, Hathor's thoughts began to drift towards her next chapter of personal exploration and spiritual reflection, a necessary voyage that awaited her beyond Theon. Harmonious Assembly, a journey of the heart that promised to deepen her enduring mission. With the divine assembly concluded, Hathor felt the quiet pull of solitude. She journeyed to the tranquil banks of the celestial river, where twilight's gentle lavender hues mingled with the soft mist enveloping the water's edge. Each step along the reflective shores deepened her thoughts and memories, opening space for introspection on her divine mission and existence. Here, in this serene solitude, Hathor contemplated her duality. She stood as both a nurturing, joyous presence and a force capable of fierce enforcement, a balance of compassion and strength. This duality, she knew, was essential in maintaining harmony within the cosmos and among the earthly realm. Hathor embraced the notion that both facets were necessary, for joy and protection often walked hand in hand. Reflecting on her past endeavors, Hathor felt a serene satisfaction. Yet, she acknowledged the inevitability of new challenges in the future. Her contemplations were not marred by regret, but enriched by an understanding of the evolving nature of her role. Her nurturing spirit had provided comfort and joy, but she recognized that times would arise when firmness was imperative to maintain order. Her future intentions began to crystallize along this tranquil riverbank. As she mused over her responsibilities, she understood the importance of her continued mission, affirming her resolve with the wisdom she had garnered through ages. Seeking reassurance, Hathor turned her thoughts toward Ra, her celestial father figure and mentor. In a quiet, introspective communion with the sun god, she reaffirmed her commitment to spreading love and harmony. Ra's response was not a loud decree, but a gentle reaffirmation of her mission's significance. His words imbued her with confidence, further fortifying her determination to sustain her nurturing ways for the benefit of both gods and mortals. As she gazed into the shimmering waters, Hathor pondered the delicate balance of human values that had shifted over time. The tales of her dual nature, encompassing both the gentle Hathor and the formidable Sekhmet, served as reminders to humanity of life's necessary equilibrium. Humans sought her counsel in moments of joy and crisis, her presence a guiding beacon in their ever-evolving reality. The sistrum remained a steadfast symbol of her grace, resonating in ceremonies and daily life, affirming her enduring influence. This introspection led her further into an internal dialogue about her significance across realms, the divine, human, and celestial alike. Hathor recognized her work extended beyond simply nurturing. It was the weaving of connections, an intricate tapestry tying the heavens to earth. Her role in guiding souls, sustaining traditions, and fostering unity was crucial in creating bonds between the divine and human worlds. Hathor's heart swelled with appreciation for the enduring bonds she had nurtured over eons. These connections, woven through acts of love, kindness, and benevolence, stood as living testaments to her spirit's resilience. She reminisced about the joyous music that emanated from her sistrum, healing and unifying communities, her laughter a soothing balm drifting across the Nile Valley. Each relationship she cultivated was a treasure, a testament to the love she spread throughout the world. A profound sense of reassurance settled within her, solidifying her belief that her nurturing mission was as vital as ever. Despite the world's ever-changing nature, the need for guidance and comfort remained constant. Hathor resolved to continue sharing her light and love, embracing both her gentle and strong sides. Her introspection concluded with a renewed sense of purpose, buoyed by Ra's wisdom and the understanding of her eternal commitment to harmony. As twilight deepened, Hathor turned away from the celestial river, her heart calm and at peace. She was prepared to embrace the influence her myths had on art and culture. It was clear to her that every tale spun about her, every piece of art dedicated to her, contributed to keeping her mission alive. Hathor made her way forward, understanding that the reflection of her impact through myth and culture was yet another bond linking her spirit to the world. As night settles over the celestial riverbank, Hathor's introspections begin to take a new shape, exploring the artistic echoes of her legacy on Earth. Her influence, subtle yet profound, has built upon the very foundations of Egyptian art and culture. Throughout the Nile Valley, temples rise in reverence to her nurturing presence. These sacred spaces, dedicated to Hathor's divine essence, have been central to the lives of her followers for centuries. In countless temples, Hathor is honored through intricate carvings and statues, each carefully crafted to convey her serene beauty and benevolent spirit. Her depictions vary across different eras, evolving as the artisan's skills sharpen. The golden halo that often crowns her head symbolizes divine light, while the sistrum she holds denotes music's enchantment, a gentle reminder of her soothing influence. This artistry is not just a display of aesthetic value but a testament to her overarching presence in the lives of those who adore her. Hathor's symbols have found harmonious expression in architecture, where temple facades incorporate motifs that echo her connection to the heavens. Columns are often carved with the likeness of Hathor as the celestial cow, a sacred emblem of nourishment and motherly care. In daily life, her symbols become functional art, such as decorative sistrums that reverberate with the melodic rhythms of festivals dedicated to her grace. These festivals, filled with music and dance, celebrate the fertility she embodies and perpetuate the joy that Hathor spreads in both earthly and divine realms. A festival honoring Hathor bursts forth in vibrant hues, a symphony of sound and movement. It is a time when devotees gather to pay tribute through music, drawing her divine favor. One anecdote tells of a village where mothers, bearing children during the celebration, name them in honor of Hathor's nurturing grace, each lullaby repeated through time the echo of her protective embrace. These anecdotes enrich her narrative, forming a tapestry woven with threads of music that sing her praises through generations. Beyond the physical representations that adorn temple walls, Hathor's influence extends into the rich tapestry of storytelling traditions that flourish under her guidance. Tales of her benevolence are passed from generation to generation, celebrated in vibrant myths that capture the essence of her nurturing love. Storytellers within the communities relay narratives of how Hathor's melodies inspire and comfort those around her, creating bridges across vast spans of time. Within these stories emerges a storyteller character, one whose voice rings with sacred lineage. He enthralls listeners with stories of Hathor's compassion. Gathered under the shade of ancient trees, villagers listen as he recounts tales of musicians tapping into Hathor's essence, their notes resonating with divine inspiration. In this way, the oral traditions not only entertain, but also preserve her influence on the cultural rituals. These myths form the backbone of rituals and ceremonies that punctuate the cyclical nature of life along the Nile. Hathor's presence is invoked in these celebrations, where incense wafts gently through temple precincts, carrying prayers. Chants and hymns rise to summon her favor, whether in gratitude for a bountiful harvest or solace during times of uncertainty. Each ritual is a homage, a reminder that her guiding hand is ever present. The cow, a resounding symbol of Hathor's nurturing spirit, holds a powerful place in these cultural practices. Across the region, its image surfaces repeatedly in crafts and agriculture, representing fecundity and sustenance, traits that Hathor embodies. This image reinforces her connection with those who rely upon the earth's gifts, standing as a symbol of life's continuity under her heavenly care. Narratives etched into ancient walls immortalize Hathor's enduring presence. These murals extend a hand back through history, inviting us to see the achievements of past artisans. Whether depicted in grand stone murals or small carvings, the stories of Hathor's compassion are preserved, witnessing the civilization's gratitude towards her. Such etchings tell tales of divine harmony, revealing the tenderness she imparts to the Nile's people. They capture moments that define her essence and ensure her benevolence remains part of the collective memory for generations. Standing amidst a dedicated temple at dawn, Hathor imagines how this legacy might blossom further into the future, with each temple ray exchanging whispers with destinies untold. Her gentle musings form visions, drawing images of distant generations, echoing her wisdom through tales and tributes. She knows her nurturing spirit will flourish beyond the bounds of time. As Hathor reflects upon her lasting cultural impact, the evening's quietude envelops her with a sense of satisfaction. Her legacy, carved into stone and whispered through song, remains a luminous thread that binds the past to the present. As she ponders this tranquil continuity, the stage is set to explore how her myths provide wisdom through the ages. Gathered beneath the wide branches of the ancient tree, villagers eagerly awaited the tales that would once again breathe life into the core of their beliefs. As the golden hues of dusk painted the village center, a storyteller prepared to recount the myths that, for centuries, had been a beacon of wisdom for the community. Hathor, the nurturing goddess, stood at the heart of these narratives, her influence stretching far beyond the divine realms to touch everyday lives. The myth of Hathor has always imparted invaluable lessons of love and compassion. These stories encouraged the villagers to weave kindness and empathy into their daily interactions, reflecting Hathor's gentle spirit in their conduct. Her teachings were woven into the very fabric of their society, a reflection not only of divine influence, but also a guide for the burdens and joys of mortal life. Central to Hathor's story is the lesson of balance and duality. Her transformation into Sekhmet, the fierce manifestation of her being, was a reminder of the need to embrace strength alongside compassion. Through this duality, Hathor demonstrated to her followers the necessity of adapting to life's challenges with resilience and courage. In quiet village discussions and lively gatherings alike, these stories reinforce the idea that peace and justice must coexist, each supporting and sustaining the other. Community stories served as vital conduits for preserving Hathor's teachings. These tales, handed down from generation to generation, were far more than mere recountings of the past. They were educational narratives imbued with lessons on respecting life cycles, valuing balance, and cherishing the nurturing of both the land and human relationships. Told during seasonal celebrations and whispered under the stars, these stories ensured that Hathor's wisdom endured. The transformation of Hathor into Sekhmet served as a profound moral lesson. Through this narrative, villagers learned about the journey from tranquility to ferocity and the imperative to navigate life's trials with both heart and courage. It was a story of resilience, teaching the power of nurturing one's spirit through change and adversity. Sekhmet's strength combined with Hathor's compassion to offer a complete guide for personal growth and community strength. Across the sands of time, myths such as those of Hathor acted as persistent vehicles of tradition. They carried stories, values, and wisdom like a river, bringing life wherever they flowed. These tales found their place in ceremonies, songs sung at dusk, and the silent moments of contemplation. Hathor's image became emblematic, a guiding star during periods of uncertainty, connecting generations through a timeless dialogue where ancient voices whispered the wisdom of the ancients. Hathor's influence transcended the divine and entered the intimate spaces of family life, shaping perceptions and roles within the community. Her stories became timeless teachings on the value of motherhood, nurturing, and caregiving, inspiring the villagers to embody these qualities. Caretakers who provided solace to children during thunderstorms or tended to ailing loved ones became living emblems of Hathor's lessons, paralleling her gentle yet firm spirit. Ultimately, the wisdom embedded in Hathor's stories served as a rich tapestry woven with ancient insights. As the storyteller's voice echoed beneath the whispering leaves of the ancient tree, the villagers left with a renewed understanding of the core tenets of love, balance, and the nurturing of both human and divine souls. The myth's gentle narrative imparted a serene sense of guidance, subtly preparing hearts and minds for the next chapter. As the sun sank below the horizon, the sky painted with shades of burnt orange and golden yellow, the gathering began to disperse. Hathor's teachings lingered in the air, carried forward in a cycle of learning and reflection. Her myth, an eternal whisper among generations, continued to resonate, ensuring that the values and wisdom derived from her stories lived on, etched deeply in the hearts of those who listen. Embodying the serene spirit of the goddess. In this tranquil transition, Hathor's tangible wisdom prepared to guide both gods and mortals alike into a new chapter of contemplation and understanding. In the delicate lattice of myth that stretches across time and space, the essence of Hathor, the goddess of love and nurturing, persists with both profundity and subtlety. Her boundless love wove itself through realms as if the divine were a tapestry. The celestial harmonies she cultivated were not confined to the heavens, but extended into the core of human hearts. Like the Nile overflowing its banks, Hathor's influence spills into the lives of those who seek her comfort. For individuals seeking guidance amidst turmoil, Hathor was a steadfast beacon of hope. In moments of deepest despair, they found solace in her gentle presence. Hathor did not manifest as a thunderous force, but as a gentle whisper carried by the warm desert winds. Her divine touch resonated through moonlit serenades that echoed in their souls. Those yearning for peace would look to the stars, finding in Hathor's eyes a tender reminder they were not alone. Her embrace was the soft glow of dawn, promising renewal to hearts steeped in night's uncertainty. Hathor's influence often materialized in the quiet hours of night, slipping into dreams as a comforting figure. As sleep enveloped them, mortals entered realms where Hathor's presence was palpable, a dreamscape lush with floating lotus flowers, gently swaying to unheard melodies. In these nocturnal visions, she hovered like a balm, alleviating the day's weariness with her aura of serenity. People awoke with lighter hearts and renewed spirits, their dreams serving as sacred spaces where Hathor's guidance shaped the paths of their waking lives. A young man, weary from a life filled with conflict, once recounted a dream in which Hathor appeared. During this vivid vision, she emerged amidst a cascade of starlight, her presence as soothing as a gentle lullaby. Hathor offered advice, not in words, but through an understanding smile that filled him with newfound peace and clarity. Upon waking, he found his burdens eased, guided by her gentle hand to embrace forgiveness and compassion. Her multifaceted personality bridged different aspects of the divine and mortal experience. Though a gentle guide, Hathor embodied a strength that ensured love endured adversity. As Hathor, her nurturing prevailed. As Sekhmet, her power transformed fury into a catalyst for balance. This duality was more than a tale of wrath and pacification. It was a testament to the combined strength and tenderness that life requires. Each facet of her being worked in harmony, resonating a profound lesson on the coexistence of peace and strength. In a conversation with R.A., the sun god expressed gratitude for Hathor's ability to juxtapose nurturing care and powerful might. Ra reminded Hathor that to nurture effectively sometimes required assertiveness, providing a harmonious balance vital to humanity's growth. Such dialogue echoed across epochs, illustrating humanity's need for both compassion and strength to navigate their own challenges. Hathor's wisdom persisted through ages, subtly guiding the hearts of those in later times, shaping cultures with whispers of ancient musings. Her teachings instilled values that ebbed and flowed through time, with followers finding renewed relevance in her lessons amidst contemporary struggles. The gentle sovereignty of Hathor unveiled the timeless nature of compassion, urging those who listened to embody her lessons in their journeys. Ancient devotees recounted visions of Hathor with reverential wonder, her appearances etched in their souls. A young woman, during a turbulent period, found herself guided through a vivid dream by the goddess. In the dream, Hathor emerged from a mist of starlight, her form like poetry written across the night sky. Offering counsel that resonated beyond dreams, Hathor enabled the woman to navigate her quandaries with newfound clarity and strength. Such tales, handed down through generations, underscored her eternal reach and connection to her followers. Music, too, was a vessel of her grace, a divine medium through which her essence flowed uninterrupted by time. The soft notes of sistrums mirrored the luminescent qualities of Hathor herself. In courts and dwellings alike, melodies inspired by her resonated, igniting joy and unity among those who might otherwise be strangers. Her music crossed the thresholds of mortal and divine realms, creating a continuum that dazzled the cosmos with its purity and promise. Communities hosted gatherings infused with the spirit of Hathor's music, creating bonds of unity and healing through song and dance. These gatherings, inspired by her essence, transformed into moments of communal inspiration, where her nurturing spirit guided hearts toward harmony and understanding. In these myriad expressions of divine love and guidance, people found growth and inspiration. Hathor's presence, maternal and mystical, spurred personal transformations that mirrored the natural cycles she cherished. Her influence encouraged hearts to open like the petals of a lotus, embracing the light of wisdom. Those who nurtured within themselves the qualities she represented found resilience, prosperity, and harmony blossoming in their lives. Her legacy became a part of their lives, a compass by which they steered through the shoals of existence. Imagining this dreamlike garden with Hathor's radiant form highlighting the oracle of lotus flowers adrift upon serene waters, invites us to cultivate a similar garden within ourselves, sowing seeds of kindness and understanding. The grace of Hathor speaks through the ages as an eternal refrain in the symphony of existence. Her lessons speak of a love unbound by time, eternally present, and nurturing in every whispered prayer or song offered in her name. In the gentle twilight of this chapter, Hathor's influence remains a love letter to humanity, a divine hymn that calls forth the potential for nurturing within every being. As the heart of the goddess beats across the sky, her legacy endures, a guiding light inspiring understanding across all realms. This leads us gently into reflections on her lasting influence as we approach the concluding harmony of her myth in the next chapter. The myth of Hathor, the nurturing goddess of the Nile, embodies an eternal source of love and harmony. This legendary tale, woven into the fabric of Egyptian mythology, reverberates through the corridors of time, touching civilizations near and far. Hathor, as the maternal archetype, exudes a profound and universal influence, promoting values of compassion and kindness. Her presence is felt in every ripple of the Nile and the soft twinkle of the night sky. Throughout history, as civilizations have flourished and evolved, Hathor's nurturing archetype has found parallels in other cultures that emphasize love and healing. Her timeless wisdom continues to offer insights into maintaining balance, fostering peace amidst life's chaos. Her tales teach patience and grace, a gentle guidance towards harmonious existence. From ancient temples to modern narratives, cultures have preserved these virtues, with Hathor acting as a beacon of solace and inspiration, fostering unity and understanding. Stories of Hathor transcend geographical boundaries, reaching across continents to nurture souls in search of balance and healing. Whether through art, culture, or spirituality, her influence weaves deeply into the consciousness of societies valuing harmony over discord. One striking tale depicts Hathor reconciling mythical conflicts in distant lands, her soothing music bringing peace where strife once ruled. Celebrated in rituals and traditions, Hathor's healing presence continues to inspire generations to embody her virtues, cultivating serene lives. In the cosmic theater, Hathor plays a pivotal role as an agent of harmony, ensuring the universe itself embodies the delicate balance she champions. Her music, ancient and divine, resonates with the soul's eternal journey, offering a rhythm guiding the celestial dance. The myth of Hathor thus becomes a blueprint for peaceful coexistence, her song humming beneath creation's fabric. Her legacy endures through art, culture, and spirituality, cherished by those who seek her gentle guidance. The evocations of Hathor in artistry reflect the reverence her story commands, a testament to her timeless influence. Her nurturing touch remains constant despite the world's changes and evolutions, acting as the gentle heartbeat of mythology that assures humanity of restorative peace and enduring love. In reflecting on Hathor's story, we are reminded of her lasting gifts, love and harmony. These elements are not abstractions, but living principles that shape the human spirit. A symbolic festival in an ancient civilization depicted an annual celebration of Hathor's virtues, showcasing her influence on communal growth and resilience. In honoring Hathor, we acknowledge her lessons as catalysts for personal and community growth, pathways to eternal wisdom spanning time's shores. As we conclude our exploration of Hathor's myth, the cosmos, with celestial bodies aligning in unity, mirrors the harmony wrought by her influence. Her story closes not with an end, but an opening, a gentle reminder that her nurturing touch transcends time, ensuring humanity persists in her embrace. The tranquility she fosters lays the foundation for a peaceful transition into the next chapter, where we explore how her myths continue to influence and inspire future generations.